I'm bored and it's a beautiful day outside, so let's go make breakfast in the mountains and talk about our feelings. I don't know where I'm going, I'm just kind of letting the wind take me where it needs to take me. So we made it. This is the spot that I chose. Here's my car with all my camping stuff and cooking stuff, and this is the vibe. I'm just taking shit out and I'm gonna rearrange so I can start cooking, and then I'll come back. I have a lot left in here. I can set it up right here, actually. This is actually the perfect spot. We got the stove working. So today on the menu we have turkey cheese sausage, eggs, and avocado. And then I have yogurt. So let's get cooking. But I heard this thing that chefs don't really clean the pan for good taste. Connections to your inner self. It's my mom got this. It's a shadow work game, and you basically just ask or answer deep questions. So I'm gonna do that while I cook. Recently I've been feeling like I'm not doing enough, so I need to pour into my self-love more, because just because you're not doing anything doesn't mean you're not doing enough, and sometimes doing nothing is more than doing something. So I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the mountains and I'm gonna cook food, and I feel like I need that right now. And every time I'm in nature too, I feel closest to God, I feel closest to source. So I needed to spend time in nature for a little bit. I wish I had a camera like behind me to like record what everything looks like from right here, because it's kind of cute. I got my little setup going. Okay, first question is, what is your biggest secret? Why is it a secret? How would you feel if others knew? I feel like my biggest secret growing up in a conservative state would be that I am queer, but I didn't really realize that until like maybe I would say like 19, 20. Like, I feel like as a kid, I didn't really process like my feelings or my attractions to either the same sex or my fluidity within myself. Like, even there was times I'm like, oh, like I'm just gay, or like I'm just bi or whatever. But I feel like I feel closest to queerness because it's fluid. Like, I have attraction to men and women and people that don't identify with either, or people that just feel fluid within themselves, and I love androgyny and stuff like that. So I feel like I didn't really realize that until like maybe 2 years ago. But I feel like that would be my quote unquote biggest secret, is that, but it's not really a secret, it's just something that like I don't feel like I have to explain myself, because it's like, I don't know, it's just like, why would I have to be like, I'm queer, or like I'm gay, or stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know, it's unnecessary for me. Like, I feel like that's not a topic that I just bring up. And like, even sometimes like people wouldn't even understand. I feel like gay people don't really understand queerness, and what I mean by that is hi Noah, who are you? I feel like gay people sometimes don't understand queerness. Like, when I say like, oh, I'm queer, they're like, so you're gay? I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. Queer is just how I express my love, but it's not who I am. Well, I guess it is who I am, because I feel like queerness also goes into my art. It goes into my spirituality. And how would I feel if others knew? I won't necessarily care, but I don't really tell people unless they ask. But I can like feel what kind of answer I'm gonna give them based on how they ask me or their energy, because if I don't think that they're open enough and their brain can't conceptualize queerness and have deep intellectual conversations, then I'm like, oh yeah, like I like guys and girls. Like, I'm like, I'm bi, and they're like, okay. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't understand that like sexuality and gender identity and sex are all different, but they kind of play into each other. It's very fluid, and people feel like they need like a certain type of answer, and also like I don't care. I feel like you should only, I guess, like have a knowledge of another person's sexuality if you want to engage with them romantically, in the sense of like, or just to know. Like, I feel like it doesn't hurt just to know, but for me, I'm like, I don't care what you are, but I've noticed I've only cared if I want to like pursue someone or date someone, or I feel like someone's very attractive to me. I would like to know their sexuality, so I'm not stepping over any boundaries. Okay, it's already smelling so fucking good. Let me just show you what this looks like. This is the setup. Woo. Breaking cycles. What negative cycles could be broken by addressing your self-sabotaging behavior? Whoa! Me, I have an anxious attachment style. So, I'm just anxious in general. So how I self-sabotage is I create negative experiences in my head to protect myself from being hurt. Sometimes I will overcalculate certain situations more negatively, so then when they happen, I'm not disappointed. And that stems from constantly being disappointed when I was younger, from my parents, from friends, my family. And so I tend to do that, and that kind of leads to not trusting the certain situation. And so how I can, what was it? How can I break them? What negative cycles could be broken by just self-soothing, realizing that no one's gonna hurt me invisibly. Like, I can't create a hurt that's not there, and just regulating my emotions. So when that happens, I'm like, I have to remind myself, like, hey, this is not real. Like, this is a fake scenario that you made in your head. And then I self-soothe. I regulate my nervous system, doing yoga, meditation, pouring into myself with love, and doing sound bowl healing, going out in nature, walking my dog, and doing all of that really helps and regulate the emotion that I'm feeling. So I'm feeling anxious means that probably I'm like not feeling secure in whatever I'm doing. So how can I feel more secure? Like, ask myself questions. Just kind of talk to yourself like your best friend would talk to yourself. And I heard this woman on TikTok talking about how it's not the first thought that matters, it's the second thought. It's the thought that kind of changes the direction of your first thought. Okay, these sausages are looking good. Okay, time to put my huevitos. What do you judge others for? Do you do the same things that you judge others for? I think there's one thing that comes to mind when I judge others, or something that's easily to judge, is overindulging in alcohol, weed, drugs, and vaping. I judge others for that, and I need to create a healthier balance for that. I judge them in the way of like a judge because I know the personalities and like actions that come from those things. Like, overindulging alcohol creates like just irrational behavior, or like people that vape have a really high anxiety because it creates an attachment of I need this, and without this, then I can't regulate. And so when you're interacting with those kinds of people, it's hard to have conversations or arguments, or just, I don't know, their behaviors, their emotions are very heightened. They're like kind of scatterbrained all the time. And those things lower your frequency, and alcohol was used to manipulate people. And to me, there's no benefit of alcohol at all. Your stomach hurts. You're not yourself. You're doing shit that you would never do. Like me, alcohol is just like a no-brainer. Like, that shit's not good for you. It's just not. Like, you cannot convince me that alcohol is good for me. Like, what does it do for you? Actually, for real though. And it's not in the sense of like, I'm cool because I'm young and I don't smoke or drink. Like, I engage in the Marija Wayne every now and then. Oh my god. It's actually been a minute since I made a video. Let's just update each other, or update myself on my life. So, it was my birthday. I'm a year older and wiser.
I celebrated my birthday in Hawaii, and it was super fun. So beautiful. I know, what are you eating? Oh, a stick. I feel like right now, there's a transformation happening, and with a lot of people too. So I've just been working on myself and trying my best to be the best version of myself. And I'm also trying to find other creative outlets that I can do besides acting and dancing. Trying to find different side hustles. I've been dating or getting to know this person, and it's been very cathartic and healing, because you think you're healed, but maybe you're just single, and I can't be triggered because I'm just by myself. But liking someone / dating someone will trigger the fuck out of you. And I've been working with that, understanding that, having a balance of entering a relationship with a genuine heart and being open to them caring about me freely, and not having expectations the way I love myself and putting them on them, because no one can love yourself the way you love yourself. So you still have to love yourself while you're in a relationship or getting to know someone. Like, you kind of have to double it, because sometimes you forget and you get lost in the sauce and you think that they're going to supply for you, and that is not the case. Hey, I think that B wants some of this because, like, this sausage is kind of sweet. This person is also so fucking different from me, like polar opposites. So I have to understand, just because they're not showing admiration in the way that I think people should, doesn't mean that they don't. And yeah, it's just been like a learning curve. I've never liked anyone. I've never dated anyone. So this kind of came out of nowhere. But I'm trusting it. And usually the things that come out of nowhere are kind of the best. So I've been trusting myself to just be and let it burn slowly. Hey, you can't eat this, little bee. My family and I are getting a house. And that's very important for us, because we haven't had a house since my parents got divorced, and that was like when I was like 9, 10. And the time that we did have a house, it was toxic, and it was when my parents were together, and that was not a good environment. So it's nice that we can get a house and then just be refreshed and kind of relive, like redo our childhood and live together as a family, except without my parents together, which is a lot better. And like, my family has been homeless like 2-3 times. We lived in like a beat down, me, my mom, and my sister have lived in a beat down car. And like, it was, when I tell you it was beat down, it was beat down. Like, you can see the road. Like, if you can look at the car, like at the bottom of the car, there was holes in it, so you can see the road. So having a house is very important to us. I've never felt that before. I haven't had my own room for like 2-3 years. Oh, I'm getting in trouble. So the sheriff came and said that I couldn't be here or camp here. I'm not camping, but I guess there's like random regulations. But yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. Well, I can pull out and just chill here, but I can't like do whatever. I don't know what it was kind of confusing. But they're trying to kick the brown people out, y'all. Just kidding. But I'm just gonna clean up, and then I'll continue this when I figure out all of this. All right, so I changed locations after the sheriff said I couldn't be there because of the vegetation, and I low-key kind of agree. But this is the new spot. Super beautiful. And I'm just gonna read, hammock, and just chill. And now we're about to hop in that hoe.